What did I press?
All right, so we're gonna begin. Ready?
Yep.
Awesome.
So I'm Jeremy Quinn, and this is Jared Mahaffey, and we're presenting you our idea for Arcane Tactical.
So our hopes and goals for Arcane Tactical is to have a running business and start getting profits by the end of May and possibly in April. And we're going to do this by increasing the effectivity of body armor and selling it in commercial stores, and hopefully have contracts with any law enforcement agencies that are currently possibly underdeveloped or can't afford their own armor. So we'll make their old armor better and more efficient.
So once again, this year is what we want to take everything that we did last year and make it even better. So when last year, when we had preliminary testing, preliminary prototyping, we really want to hammer out all of the flaws that we had and try and get something that can get to the point where it can actually be patented and licensed.
This is our process and timeline so far. And as you can see, by May, we hope to have the final product and hopefully have a full patent on it. And by November, we want to test it. And in January and February, we're going to start redeveloping and fixing any flaws we see.
So arcane, what does it really mean? It means understood by few and mysterious or secret. This couldn't represent our idea any better, because what we really want to do is do something that's brand new to the world of what is called a red ocean. And with the red ocean, that is something that has a lot of want and need, and a lot of people are delivering that want, but what we want is to get into the blue ocean. And the blue ocean is where we have something new and something innovative that nobody has been able to offer before.
And our main goal is to become a main competitor by becoming a large company, and hopefully within the next few years we will have multiple manufacturers and possibly have alliances or partnerships with multiple companies that are currently within the market.
So by doing this, we're trying to get as much outreach and input as possible. Using companies like HESCO, which is famous for their body armor systems as well as their protective systems in forward operating bases in Afghanistan and Iraq. You can't go anywhere in the military or security world without seeing this name HESCO. Another company that we're trying to reach out to with the help of Miss Ladd is DuPont. We found out that their protective systems lab is actually in Richmond, Virginia. We're trying to get a connection to see if we can go in there. They manufacture things like Kevlar, which is obviously what we're trying to use as our base substance. One of the other outreaches that we're trying to get with is retired officer, his last name is D. He was medically discharged earlier this year, and he is trying to start a nonprofit organization that can benefit different law enforcement organizations by providing them with vests as well as level 4 plates in this time where so many officers are seeing more malicious attacks in the streets.
Actually, the officers in Germany have resorted to wearing chainmail armor because there have been so many stabbings against them. Is that it?
So in ending with this, we're hoping that you were able to get the general gist of what's going on this year and what we're trying to really accomplish. Just something that we brought in is a vest that was given to us, but we were trying out a carry handle design, which is something that we were told by Anne Arundel County Police Department that they really wanted on their vests. It didn't work very well because I don't think our stitching was strong enough, and it kind of ripped right off as we were dragging, ironically, Jared. So it's stuff that we have to work out with, and it's definitely something that we can keep adding to and looking into. So yeah, we'll open this to questions. Nick?
No, I just had a quick question. So you're talking about like a handle, so like when they have on like life vests that you can like grab?
So
Yeah.
if I got
someone
injured and couldn't walk, there'd be a handle here so someone could drag me by
Yeah,
it.
so like right behind. Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious like,
Yeah.
where you put that, like what kind of
We tried to involve it right here so it laid flush, but
Yeah.
it came right out.
Gotcha. Alright.
Ty?
Did you make,
Christina?
did you make that vest?
No,
No.
this was given to
Okay.
us by Anne Arundel County
But you made that
when
handle?
we were testing it. Yeah,
Right.
we
Okay.
designed a handle that fit right in.
But it ripped literally right off.
We didn't have great stitching.
It might have been the thread. There's a lot of variables when we're doing this whole process to really look into, whether it's fabric types, thread types, and stuff like that. So it's just a really big working process and something that we need to learn and get more people from the outside to try and give us ins and outs of the designs. Ty?
So like you said you wanted to be in the blue ocean world, right?
Right.
So what's like, can you say like the main difference between the blue ocean and the red ocean world?
Okay, so when we went to the Blue Ocean competition, one of the things that a lot of the other competitors were really talking about were this idea of the blue and red ocean. We went into Blue Ocean kind of blind. I mean, granted, we still did a really good job at it. And that was looking at marketing strategies, other companies that are doing similar things, and how they're doing it, how they're doing outreach and stuff like that. So the idea of this red ocean would be like somebody creating a cup, but it's just another cup. You know, you have a million other companies, but it's somebody that could add a cup with, say, a new kind of lid. It's like,
Or
it's
those,
something
like
new.
the cups that don't spill when you
Like
hit it.
innovation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an innovation that nobody else has done before and able to bring it at a costly price. Or not a costly price, but a relatively cheaper price.
So like red ocean is something where there's already demand for
Yeah.
it, and
Right.
blue ocean where there's no demand, but there could be.
No, there is a demand for it, it's just nobody's figured out how to deliver.
Okay.
Manny?
As of now, how cost efficient are the materials that you've been using?
Right now, we haven't really looked into cost because we haven't found something we want to manufacture. So we're still looking at different materials we're gonna use. So there's no definitive cost of our product.
Granted, when we did buy some raw materials, most of it was relatively cheap. The problem where a lot of it comes into is the manufacturing part end of it and keeping the machines going, because I mean, raw fabric, it isn't too expensive. So, Devin?
Are you guys still trying the armor you guys did last year with the
Yeah.
fluid?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to really hammer it out and try and get as much down, as much testing. So one of the things that you have to get when you're doing armor testing is it's National Institute of Justice approval. This is super hard to get into. The closest lab is in Aberdeen. There's only 8 labs in the US. They do some grant partnerships, and this is something that we've reached out to Mr. Forrester to try and help us try and get some sort of partnership with them. But it's very hard to do. Arsalan?
So by the end of the year, are you guys trying to get your first sale done by the end of the year, or just starting up the business at the end?
Just trying to get that business
Mhm.
set up before we get out of high school. That way we have something that we can really put our full time and effort into.